Here in Ballycastle, which of course is famous for the Old Lammas Fair, you'd hardly expect to find a touch of the Old Wild West. But you can if you step inside this hotel, for inside is a rather remarkable collection of historical items. But come on inside and have a look at it. The collection, which includes some very rare museum pieces, has just been put on show by Mr Joe Laverty. It includes old saddles, a very rare anvil, and old farming utensils. For instance, what a story these could tell. They're the wheels of the trap alleged to have been used by Sir Roger Casement when he visited this hotel. And this is the first reaping gear used by McCormack, who of course invented the reaper. It's almost complete. There's just one piece missing. A very large but interesting key. It's the one used to open the first Presbyterian meeting house in Ireland at Mackay's Mill, Moss Side. This magnificent spinning wheel is 300 years old and belonged to a very famous North Antrim family, the McCurdys. By the way, the carders are only 50 years old, and the spindle was given to Mr Laverty by the late Mrs McGill, who spun wool until 2 weeks before her death. A very ordinary but attractive tray, you might think. But you'd be wrong, because it's the tray on which Goring received his Iron Cross from Hitler. And another collector's dream, Lord Nelson's sword stick. And for a final word, let's speak to the collector himself. Well, Mr Laverty, this has been an absolutely fascinating glimpse back into history. But before I leave, I want you to tell me about this old saddle, because I believe it's very interesting indeed.
Well, sir, it's a Texan saddle. It's alleged to have been used by William Cody, whom all young children like to think of as Buffalo Bill. It's 140 years of age at least. We know that. How I acquired it, I'm not prepared at this moment to disclose.
I'm sure it's very interesting
It is a very, very old saddle, and it's only part of the collection which I have in the saddlery end of the...
So much for the saddle. Now, what about this rather wicked-looking gun hanging here?
Do you think it's wicked? This gun, sir, was alleged to be used at one of the guns that was brought in from Larne in the troubled times in Ireland. It's supposed to be, I'm not quite confident in the fact that it was Lord Carson's gun. There's a possibility that I may be able to prove that.
Now, I know that most of your exhibits aren't locked up, but one which is this rather lovely fan, and I believe it's quite an interesting one.
That, sir, is a fan, a slightly damaged, is Marie Antoinette's fan, which I keep locked away. I keep it locked away because it's so fragile. It's ivory on parchment, hand painted. It's a very great value, and I do not want to display it publicly. But on account of you being here, sir, I'm prepared to let you see it.
Well, I must say it's very, very beautiful, and like many of your other things, it's very, very rare. And when I asked you about this exhibition, you said to me, oh, it's only a collection of bits and pieces, and I'm sure you won't be interested in it. Well, all I can say, Mr Laverty, some bits and pieces, and thank you very much indeed for showing me around.